whom the mere mention of the name Robert Maxwell still causes shivers down the spine. Derby were able to pick up the pieces thanks largely to the millions donated by Lionel Pickering. Oxford have had to sell to survive, including Paul Simpson to Derby. But despite that, they've managed a run of form which could keep them in the second division. And that alone will be some achievement for manager Brian Horton. Still, Derby really should have pinched the lead early in the first half. The classic case of indecision at the back. Marco Gabbiadini taking advantage, but it didn't have the legs. Derby's defence seemed more than a little hesitant too. Joey Beecham could have given Oxford the opener, but Steve Sutton was quick enough to stop them. But it was certainly Derby who had the better of the first half. Paul Kitson had 3 chances, but they were all wasted. Craig Ramage set him up for this one. Perhaps Kitson was dreaming about the start of the cricket season. Going for his shots today, he looked likely to lift a few sixes over the boundary rather than hit the back of the net. Fortunately for Derby, Paul Simpson's mind was more in tune. The Oxford old boy has graduated into a fairly regular scorer at the baseball ground, and once again his neat, cool finish gave Derby the lead 5 minutes before half-time. But with only seconds to go before the interval, Oxford were given a penalty, and you have to say the decision looked just a little dodgy. But the kick itself was a little gem. Jim Magilton's 10th of the season stroked home. 1-1 at half-time then, and the game somehow seemed to be ticking over at only half pace. A lack of passion, a lack of urgency, especially in the Derby defence. They've spent a fortune on attacking players. Perhaps they need to invest a few bob at the back. Oxford's second goal on the hour was the result of a shambles. Mickey Lewis with the simplest of tap-ins. 2-1 to Oxford. That, though, was the shock Derby needed. A magic turn earned them a penalty, and this time there was no doubt about the referee's decision. The kick was another superb one. Paul Williams this time, and the match ended as a 2-2 draw.